This house I secured for a client. The date's down as the 3rd of July last year, okay? The property itself actually settled in August last year. And we secured it for $1 million. Now, the property itself, as we can see, it's close to the water. You could argue it's on a bit of a busier main road, so there's a bit of a negative there. But it's nice and close to the water. It's nice and close to where the Redcliffe Dolphins play, Scarborough State School, the Redcliffe Hospital. So you've got a bit of connectivity to the area. It's a nice big block, so that is an 810 square metre block. And the reason why we were looking at this property was my client was looking at developing it. So I was working with him, and we had A property and B property that we were trying to secure for him as well. So A property was his top pick one, because that was another 810 square metre block, and it had the side access of this nice quiet street. So if he was wanting to do a townhouse development, it would make it easier for the traffic to come in and out on this street rather than coming in and out of the main road. But if the only one we could secure would be site B, that he would look at and consider that one as well. And we'd look at, you know, talking to council and going through that process of getting that connectivity in there. So the plan was that my client was also doing another project on the south side of Brisbane as well. And in turn, he ended up running short on funds. So he had to look at selling one. And he ended up choosing to sell the one that I purchased for him to free up that cash flow. So on the 12th of February 2026, my client offloaded that property, and he offloaded it for $1,225,000. So you can see he got a 22.5% uplift in value, roughly over a 6-month period. Now, my client also rented that property out for the entire time too, and the rent that he received over that period was gross $18,960. So he got great rent over the 6 months, and he got great capital appreciation. So this property for me really highlights my skill. And as you can see from the photos, he has done absolutely nothing to this house over that 6 months of ownership, except for put a tenant inside and let it be rented out. So this is the house here. This is the one that he sold. And in 2 seconds, I'm going to bring back up the other photos, and you can see, once we get through it, that they're pretty much exactly the same photos. The watermark is the only thing that's changed in the bottom right-hand corner. And he did quite literally nothing to this property over his ownership of it, except for reap the rewards. And I know what you're saying in the background there. You're screaming at the computer and going, Tim, you got lucky. The suburb out there moved 22% or 50% last year. So that's the reason why. And now you're trying to take it as a massive win and, you know, make yourself look so amazing and everything like that. Well, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to log into one of my programs, and I'm going to show you guys what the actual suburb did for the full 12 months. So I can't do a breakdown of what it did. So if you take the entire year of 2025, the median price in the suburb was $1,190,000. For the entire 12 months, the median price moved by 12.6%. And then if you take 2026, the median price is $1,253,500. And the price has only moved 5.3%. So I got 22.5% return from my client over 6 months, where the entire suburb has only moved 17.9% over, where in July now, basically the end of July, so you could say it's moved that in 18 months.